In this video, I want to get started working on the scoreboard. So that way we can at least have some representation of the other player's information. And yeah, we can kind of, I guess you could say, flesh out the remainder of the view model and whatever other stats we need to keep track of. So I want to work on this as well as the points that would be displayed down here at the bottom right. But this here will be our, I guess, our main focus. So to begin, let's go ahead and head over to our core folder, UI. I guess I should also probably organize these at some point. And we have our gameplay. So here's our widget blueprint that is dedicated to points. And let's just get a general idea on how this works. So this is our points that are displayed at the bottom right. And let's see, where's our HUD? And they're used right here. So it's just kind of dragged and dropped. Now these are assigned from the owner's, basically, well, you can see we have the function here, get zombies player stats view model from the owner's view model. So whoever owns, this widget blueprint, which would be the owning player, which is the player controller, we're fetching the view model from it. So we need to kind of rework this a little bit as well. So we need to do some other things to make it to where it can take in multiple, different people's view models. So with that in mind, because this is going to be related to, this setup as well, because we have different entries here, which means we have to have different view models representing each entry. And likewise, anytime any player connects, we need to know about it. So that way we can add the entry into the, the UI and that kind of stuff. But regardless, let's go ahead and make a new folder called Scoreboard. Now inside of here, we want to have kind of the, I'm going to call it the main widget, so to speak. So let's make a new widget blueprint, type user widget. We'll do WBP underscore scoreboard. So this scoreboard is going to, first off, let's go ahead and just have a size box. And inside of there, we need a vertical box. And that vertical box is going to have, each of these entries in it. And then at the top layer, it's going to have its own little separate, what do you call it? I guess you call it categories. So we're in conjunction. Let's just first off go ahead and actually, in case we want to have anything, we can also do a border, I guess. Yeah, let's just keep it simple. So we're going to add a vertical box. And we need to have something that we can plop in there. So we need to make another widget blueprint of type user widget WBP underscore scoreboard. Let's do a player. No, player score is bad. Scoreboard entry. So this here is going to have a horizontal box. And it'll contain the name. Well, in our case, we probably won't have a name, but the points, kills, downs, revives, and headshots. So let's go ahead and just for now, let's add a simple text to each one. So let's do a text block. So TB underscore, what was it, points. Let's duplicate, so we'll have kills. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have kills, then downs. Then TB underscore downs. Then revives. Then headshots. And let's make the text, match accordingly. So headshots, revives, downs, and kills. Okay, now with all of these, let's go ahead and make them just fillet. And we can add one of these entries into our scoreboard. So let's add a scoreboard entry to our vertical box, and we'll just duplicate it, 2 or 3 times. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and make a spot for it in our HUD. So let's go to our WBP underscore HUD. And somewhere in the middle, we need to add our scoreboard. So let's anchor that to the middle. Set the alignment to 0.5 and 0.5. And we want to just simply size the content. Okay, that should have sized a little bit better. I wonder why it's not. Oh well, not too overly worried about it. It'll just be a little bit off center. So for now, let's go ahead and make this a variable. So that way, if we need to, we can manipulate it and just kind of see what it looks like. Okay, so that's in the dead center. And I'd say that is not too horrible. I'm more so worried about the functionality rather than the visuals for now, because once we get everything, functional, then we can go about handling pretty much everything else. So we need to link this up to the view model. So while we're at it, let's go ahead and go to, I can't remember if it was in our zombies or not. UI, maybe it was just the zombies player stats, because I remember we moved some stuff at some point. So yeah, so it's in our view model underscore zombies player stats. So right now we just have points. So we need an add entry for kills, downs, revives, and headshots. So we can pretty much just copy this. And let's see, we actually are using, yeah, we'll probably want to convert that over to be a integer at some point. It's just a float for, what do you call it? The attribute reason, if I recall correctly. So we'll just start with an integer for now. So in 32, we'll do kills and initialize it to 0. So same thing, set and get kills, and the type needs to be an int 32. Then we are going to set kills and return kills. So now we can copy that. We have our kills, that would be our downs, revives, and headshots. So kills, downs, revives, headshots. So we have our downs, revives, and headshots. So let's start swapping the names over. And I think that is it. So points, kills, downs, revives, headshots. Points, kills, downs, revives, and headshots. So that's all we need there. So next up, we want to look at our zombies attribute set. So let's go here. We have our points, we have our health, and our stamina. So we can kind of do this in a few ways. We can increment our kills and stuff like that using the ability system, or we can do it, in our player state. There's kind of a variety of options. So we're not going to get too into that yet. I'm not 100% sure exactly how I want to do it. So we're going to focus on just getting these set up and working in the editor. So let's go ahead and close that down. So that way we can recompile and relaunch. Okay, once we're back in the editor, let's head back to our scoreboard entry. So we have our view model here. Let's go ahead and add it. And we're going to add our player stats. So let's select that. And for creation type, in our case, we're going to want to do manual. We don't want to do a property path, no resolver, nothing. In our specific case, we are going to be manually setting the view model. So to begin, let's go ahead and start with points. So we can go ahead and add an entry. And the property we want to modify for points is going to be the text property. So we need to access, we need a conversion function because we're using an integer. So we'll use a conversion function. So we want to convert to text from an integer. And that value that we are converting from an integer, or that integer that we're going to be converting from, is going to be our view model points. Oh yeah, that's right. Our points is a float. So can we just leave that there? Nope. All right, let's go ahead and fix that up and convert it to a integer, because we also saw previously there were cases where our points were being displayed as, well, floating points. We had decimals. So let's swap this over to an int32 and just initialize to 0. Now let's make sure we're okay over here. We may have an issue. It should automatically round without a complaint, but let's see. Let's go ahead and recompile. Okay, let's go ahead and reopen that back up. And now we can select our points because it is an integer. So we compile, save, and we are good to go there. So now let's go ahead and do our kills. And basically we're doing, the exact same thing. We're just setting the text property, and we are going to be converting to text from an integer with our corresponding view model value. So let's go ahead and do that for the rest of these. This is very mind numbing. And finally, our headshots. Okay, let's compile, save. Let's see. On downs, I made a mistake. So to text from integer and grab the downs. Well, I think that's correct. Using the text property to text from an integer. Player stats downs, yeah. Okay, what's the problem? Source pass is required. And if I remove it, so I wonder why. So let's go ahead and add it again for downs. Okay, so now it works. So I don't really know, why that was, but it is what it is. So the way this is going to work in regards to the view model, because we set it to manual, like so, you can see we have a view model property right here. And basically all we have to do is go through and fetch it. So when we go to construct these, we basically need to have it more or less kind of linked. So what I mean by linked is we could have the scoreboard be listening to events on, say, I don't know, the main HUD, for example. And when a player joins, it will go through, fetch that player, and, say the player state or something. And it's going to create a scoreboard entry widget, and it's going to pass that player state to the scoreboard entry. Once we have that player state over here in our scoreboard entry, we can access the view model from it. So that way it'll automatically create the view model, and all we have to do is just a setter like that, and then all of a sudden, these properties are going to be good to go. So the way we can kind of go about testing this in the meantime is, let's go to our scoreboard entry, and we want to get the owning player. And I'll just do it like a delay after construct. So 2 seconds or something like that. And once we have the owning player, we want the player state, and we want to grab our zombies. Or wait, what do we call it? Was it SKG player state? Yeah, I think so. And then we have our view model. So we want to get view model player stats. And this here should be our view model. So we just do a set like so. So now, after 2 seconds or so, we should see our points go to the values. So you can see we have 1,000 and a bunch of zeros, crunched up. Obviously, not looking correct at all, but they're at least functional. So, as a quick little setup, let's go back to our HUD. And clearly, sizing the content is not working very well. So let's go ahead and open that up. We'll do 800 by something like 200. I don't really know. Just for now. So there we go. So we have our points. What was it? Kills, downs, revives, and headshots. So we have everything linked. Now we just need to make it so every entry that it creates, it will simply go through and use, whoever's player state we need to access. And that's pretty much it. So, yeah, that's where I'm going to leave this video off. So that way we can focus on that in the next video, because we have to continue that exact same setup in our HUD for use in our other side, which is going to be our points that are down here, because we want to display everybody's points. And we just want to make a little bit of a, like in the original game where our points, just the text was overall bigger, so the widget's larger. We need to do that as well. So just, small stuff like that. But I digress. I will see you in the next video. If you like what I'm doing and you want to help support me, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description below, where you can also get early access to this entire series.